Welcome to the BIP Podcast, and today we'll be talking about a number of things. But first, let's talk about 5 to 6 monetary and tax policy that will shake a lot of people, individuals or business in 2026. So I'm going to be breaking it down in a layman's way and then kind of give us some advice on things that we can do. Now, one of the policies that will push that in the previous episode of the BIP Podcast is the CBN new policy, and this is the number one policy that I want to talk about. The CBN new policy stating that you as an individual will only have to withdraw 500,000 naira in a week, maximum withdrawal limit. And then if you want to withdraw more than that, you will need to pay 4% of the excess. That is 4% of anything added to 500,000 naira. And from that 4%, so take for instance, if it were to be 500,000, you want to withdraw. And if it were to be 1 million rather, you want to withdraw, meaning there is an excess of 500,000. You will be charged 4% of 500,000. So you can do the math. So if your excess is 1 million, you will be charged 4% of 1 million. That is around 40,000. From that 40,000, 40% is going to the CBN and 60% is going to the bank if you do the transaction. Now, if you were to be a corporate organization, the limit is 10 million naira. And then the maximum limit, all you need to do is anything aside from the normal amount you have to withdraw. Anything excess, you are also going to pay 4 million naira. So what does this mean? You're also going to pay like 4% rather. So what does this mean to you as an individual? So if you're operating as an individual or you owe a business account, maybe most of your transaction has been to your personal account, and then you want to do activities that will demand you withdrawing, you need to begin to do what you need to begin to incorporate your company. Have a limited liability company. Get your company registered. This is one of the policies that will affect a number of people. And Nigeria is living in a daily economy. So many people want to do business, and then so many people use cash. So many people don't believe in digital transfers, and then they depend on cash. And so if you want to do transaction that is cost above 500,000 as an individual, begin to think to invest in registering your business. Another policy apart from the withdrawal policy that is going to shake a number of people is the new tax policy, and then the new Nigerian tax policy of the 2025, that is the NTA Act. Nigerian tax policy is going to be implemented in 2026. There are a number of things in this policy that even a 30-minute video may not be able to explain deeply. And that is why this video is more of an information video. You might need to engage the service of a professional tax consultant, or read the tax act. Okay, if you need the tax act, you can request for it in the comment section, or click the link or scan the QR code and join the WhatsApp community. A number of these reports and links are on the WhatsApp channel, and then you can get a lot of information from it. If you are enjoying this video, give it a thumbs up. So the Nigerian Tax Act has a lot of things in store. When it concerns capital gain tax, concerns company income tax, concerns the personal income tax, and they've broken it down. Operating as an individual, there are different scenarios to how they manage your money. Operating as an informal sector, meaning you are not registered. The business is just operating in the comfort of your home. Operating as a registered business. Now, as a registered business, you are a limited organization, registered as limited, LTD or limited, and that is divided into two: either a small limited organization or a large company. And what categorizes you? I wrote down a number of these things so that I don't miss it. What categorizes you under a small company whose revenue is not more than 25 million. There are a number of people that use their company account for things not related to business. or use their personal account for things not related to their personal income. Like there are a number of people that does that job now, and then people are dropping 500k into their account, or 100k, or 1 million on a monthly basis. That money should go into another account. If people money that is not contributed to your income is dropping into your own account, then you might need to explain yourself how that money come about. So if you have other people's money into your company account, you will need to recognize that money. Can this money be recognized as a revenue under the Nigerian Tax Act of 2025? Now, if you earn a revenue of 25 million, there are several exemptions for you. And that is why if you as an individual, some of the things that would help you, who is an individual? An individual is someone operating a personal account. Neither do you have a limited liability company. Neither is it registered. So as an individual, all these policies have seen that some way, somehow, it helps, or one way or the other, helps a structured organization, meaning you are registered. So in 2025, why people are winding down on or winding up the year or closing a number of things, if they are not registered, you want to get registered. And then if you are under a limited liability company, you can have like one or two. Every money coming into your business account should be solely for the business, and another account could be for other things that doesn't relate to your business. You get it? Now, for companies lesser than 25 million, you are exempted of company income tax. Meaning, if your inflow or your revenue is lesser than 25 million, you are exempted from company income tax. There are a list of all this. You are exempted of tertiary education tax. You are exempted from the value added tax. You are exempted from also the capital gain tax. You can also reclaim withholding tax. Now your stamp duty is lower. Your levy fee is also lower, depending on the number of employees. So your levy fee is just, for instance, 100 naira per employee. Now this is because you are operating under a small organization, small company. But if you are operating under a bigger organization, meaning non-small company, some of these tax, there are different measures at which is going to be deducted. Now there's a number of things that I found funny while I was doing a number of research. Now, some of the policies also that will be implemented in 2026 is income made from sales of digital assets. If you are into crypto, or you sell your shares, or benefits in kind, you will be taxed. If you're working in an organization and they give you benefits in kind, what are benefits in kind? Benefits in kinds are non-cash benefits. Like companies can give you, they can give you the company in cash. They can give you allowances, maybe transport allowance. They can give you, you can just go online and list out the list of benefits in kind, non-cash gifts. Now, the new tax act of 2025 to be implemented in 2026 states that benefits in kinds, digital assets, or shares transfer that you transfer to people, maybe gifts, will fall under the tax net. And what are the reasons for this from the Nigerian Tax Act is that most companies use these benefits in tax to reduce their tax liability. So if a company is supposed to declare 100 million in terms of profit, they give all directors or executive, maybe executives or their managers, they give them different benefits in terms, or let's just say maybe they're supposed to declare 200, let's say 20 billion. A lot of benefits in kinds could cost like around 1 billion. That reduces the tax liability. So every benefit in kind an organization will be given to an employee or whosoever is going to be valued, and the tax based on the kind of benefits will be deducted. So some of these tax are tax relating to the corporate tax are changing. Capital gain tax is changing. also there's a review on the personal income tax. Now, there's a number of things you need to understand. Why is the federal government doing all this? In 2026, they want to generate more revenue. As you are planning to generate more revenue, the federal government is planning to generate more revenue. And so, individuals or businesses has to position themselves very well. So I wrote out some things which I want to. What are the advantages? Small businesses that registers can meet the small business criteria are exempted from tax. Now, more transparent regulation, easier planning, clear rules on what can taxable and non-taxable, meaning you can plan ahead. Every of your inflow, you know if this inflow is recognized as a revenue, and every expenses you have, you are documenting it very well in order for you to prepare a transparent transaction. You see, the government has your details. You cannot run away. In fact, they will be using your registered company reg number linked with your tax identification number. Either you are an individual or a corporate organization, each tax identification number also linked to your bank account. Because when you want to register, all these documents are requested of you. So everybody is open to the government. You cannot hide. So what do you need to do? Have a clear understanding of the new tax act and the policy and play your part. You see, every business person that are doing very well, tax is one of the top 5 priorities. And that's why you see so many rich people, they move from country to country, doing business in countries that tax is favorable to them. So as an individual, apart from just for a business person, apart from just looking at your revenue, it's time to start getting educated and looking at all these policies. And that is why we have the BIP Podcast to keep you updated in all these policies. You want to click the subscribe button right now to get more info. As time goes by, we'll be uploading more and more content, and then you will be what's informed. So click the subscribe button and click the notification bell in order to get updated and provide all these informative podcasts. The BIP Podcast talks about business, investment, and the policy shaping the economy in Africa and all around the globe. So what would I recommend for you is to just simply do what? Take a look at the tax act, downloadable via link in the description button or in the comment section. Join the community and then you get it. And number 2, engage the service of a tax consultant. Number 3, you also want to keep a transparent record. Let your inflow show, and then your expenses is tracked with proper receipts in order to reduce your tax liability. And then number 4, you want to register as a limited company. You know, every year it becomes serious to doing business. A lot of people may be agitated as regards the tax act, but we all know that if you are living in the diaspora, in the Euro, tax is one of the most, in fact, so many people do business in Nigeria, and then for several years they never pay company income tax or their business tax. This cannot be done in the US or any other organization or any other country rather. So if the Nigerian the federal government is trying to solidify the tax, the question is, are they using the money for the purpose of which it was used? But the real truth is, tax is a really strong tool to generate money for the government. And so as an individual or a business person, your eye must be on it. And so that will be all on the policies regarding monetary policy and the tax policy. Learn more, join the community.